And Sky in Italy are also reporting that Liverpool have held talks with Fiorentina via intermediaries over the potential signing of Sofyan Amrabat. Is he the type of player they need, and how would he fit in the team, Harriet?
Yeah, so I'm actually quite surprised that he's not a player that Liverpool have been linked with earlier in the window. There was a lot of talk about him potentially going to Manchester United, and for Liverpool fans, they were looking at this player thinking 26 years old, would be able to slot straight in probably to that starting 11, can clearly handle pressure, is clearly very good in various different attributes, and you can think of some of those there. I think one of the things he's very good at is picking out a long pass, his passing accuracy, long range. He's very good in a tackle. He's very good at disrupting opposition play, the distribution. And another thing we like to talk about a lot is how good he was, of course, in that World Cup. He ran the most distance of any player in that World Cup. He's clearly a very hard-working player, and that's exactly what Klopp, I think, will have identified, will have seen, will have thought we can get the best out of him. Like I mentioned, 4 years younger than Endo, the other target that seems to be coming up. So I wonder if both of those together might make sense. They might complement each other quite nicely, be able to split the game time. I think this would be a really clever signing, particularly at the kind of price that's being spoken about, because it's not Caicedo numbers, Lavia numbers even. It does seem to be at that slightly lower price point. He's proven, I think he'd do a really good job, and yeah, has a lot of the attributes that would be perfect for that defensive midfield role at Liverpool.
Well, let's take a look at how Amrabat's stats compare to Fabinho and Jordan Henderson, who left the club earlier in the window. Flex, looking at these stats, is he an upgrade?
I think in some areas you can say he is. For sure, he's a player who has very, very similar attributes to both Henderson and Fabinho in different ways. If you're talking about the distance that he can actually cover, if you're talking about how good his passing accuracy stats are very, very similar. Interceptions as well. So he aligns with what Jurgen Klopp wants, and he aligns with what Liverpool have just lost in a prime Henderson and a prime Fabinho. I know we can argue, are those two players that have left in Henderson and Fabinho at the levels that they were during that prime Klopp era? Probably not. But in terms of where Jurgen Klopp wants Liverpool to get back to, he certainly has many of those attributes. I think in terms of getting around the pitch and leaving absolutely everything on it and being extremely mobile, he definitely ticks that. You know, if you're looking at prime Jordan Henderson in the engine room, that's exactly what he does. A lot of cover for Trent Alexander-Arnold, which you stated when he pushes forward. That's prime Henderson filling in that role and can also get about the pitch. Interceptions and breaking up play. A prime Fabinho is exactly that. That's exactly what he was fantastic at. It looks like maybe in the back end of his reign at Liverpool, that looked like it was kind of missing a little bit from how good he used to be.